Morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage, your go-to self storage dish. I don't know where that was going. I have no. Forget it. Right. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. That means one thing. We're going for our week in numbers. I've got to be quick because Jojo, my VA, awesome VA, she is going to be leaving soon. Not leaving me, but leaving home anyway. Leaving for the day. So I need to record this pretty quickly. Okay. So the headlines are 133 quotes for the day, 132 quotes for the week. Sorry. And that's through our 6 sites, soon to be 8 sites. I can't wait to make further announcements later this month. That'll be exciting. So yeah, we're really muttering at the minute. So yeah, 132 quotes. By the way, if you're new here, on Mondays, what I do is I go through my week in numbers, and then the rest of the days during the week, we talk about some sort of self-story tip that hopefully will benefit you and your business in some way, shape, or form. And by the way, if you haven't already, you must go to mrselfstorage.com and sign up for my daily newsletter. It is awesome, even if I do say so myself. So for the week, we was plus 510 square foot. The reservations for the week was 28. Reservations quotes conversion rate is 21. We had 21%, that is. We had 25 move-ins, and that's a conversion rate of move-ins to quotes of 19%. So a bit low on the conversion percentages last week. However, we was really good the previous week. Right, let's go and have a look how much moolah we taken. Oh God, Jesus, this podcast is not started good. Money we took 41,995 last week. Mansfield took 4,100. I'm going to try and go through this without no more mistakes, without any more mistakes. Right, Wrexham took £4,000. Clough Road took 5,400. Beverley took 4,200. And Willoughby, the goat, took 24,200. So pretty good there. I need to get on there on Glasgow as well. So if any of my team are listening, can we add Glasgow to the figures as well? Oh, no, we haven't got access to the bank account yet. That's why we can't do it. Anyway, right. So, but as soon as we can, we'll get Glasgow on there. Not that we're taking a lot of money because obviously it's a container site and we're still 8 weeks half price and we've only got, I don't know, 15 containers rented out. So we aren't taking much money at all. So James was the top dog last week with 8 reservations. Well done, James. Special mention to my wife, Claire. She did 5 reservations in 2 days. So really good there. And she does other stuff when she's at work as well. And she only works like 10 till 3 or something at the most. Right, onto the individual sites. Willoughby. We had 40 quotes at Willoughby. That's 11 reservations, that's a conversion rate of 28%. We also had 11 move-ins as well, so that's a conversion rate of 28%. Also, we moved in 1,265. We moved out 930 square foot. So Willoughby is slowly but surely making moves. Let's hope so, because during the winter months, we normally lose square footage. So we netted 335 square foot. Our Luton van was rented out 5 times. We have total internal rooms occupied of 357 now. We have 50 containers rented out. You don't realize it. We just steadily grew our containers in our forecourt, if you like. And it went in a car park, and it went 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and all of a sudden we've got over 50 containers, which is mental. And I think most of them are rented out and we get a really high rate as well. So it's really good. Merchandise sales per move-in was £15.45. We had insurance sold this week was £7,000 on average. So 77 average move-in. So 77,000 overall. And so that is really doody. By the way, if you are looking at where we're recording it from, we've got a new Pagona. From the course sales, by the way, the only thing I've taken out of it is a Pagona and this table here, which is awesome. It's got like a barbecue in the middle of it where you can do your food and stuff. And so I sit out here every day and work. It is beautiful. I can put like the sides down and everything. I love it. Absolutely love it. The only difference is I sit that side rather than this side. But if I recorded it from that side, then it's a wall and it's not really good. This is a better view. So I look at that all the time when I'm working out. I absolutely love it. Right. So this next week, due to have a really good week at Willoughby, it might be 1,000 square foot up, which will be phenomenal. So we have 11 move-ins due for 935 square foot. We have 6 move-outs due for 275. Clough Road is just starts getting better and then it goes backwards. And so, not a great week. In fact, a bloody shocking week, mate. Absolutely bloody terrible. Don't know what that accent is. No idea. 22 quotes, 4 reservations, 18% conversion, 4 move-ins, 18% conversion. Square foot moved in 375. And yes, by the way, that is a very professional term when things are going bad at a site. We go, come on, try it with me. You feel better after doing it. If you are first time here, I am really sorry. Do you know what? I was talking to somebody the other day, and business is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. And I see so many people pretending that they don't make mistakes, that the shit doesn't smell. And ultimately, I just want to be real. I don't want to pretend. I don't want to fake how professional I am, because that I'm really not. So why would I pretend to be professional? And also I just want to enjoy myself. I want to have fun. Life's too short, and why don't we? Don't take ourselves too seriously. Obviously, at times you've got to take the business seriously, because ultimately it pays the mortgage. It pays everyone else's on the team's mortgage as well. So yeah, there's a big responsibility to take certain things seriously, but we can have fun along the way. Right, so we moved in 375. We moved out 1,450 square foot. So net result was Clough Road was 1,075 square foot down. And do you know what? This is why I think it's better to have multiple sites, because you're insulated against one poor site. And don't get me wrong, Clough Road isn't a poor site. I mean, I get notifications on my phone, on my email as well, when somebody gives notice. And we've had people move out, 3 people move out today. And I was like, no, bloody hell. So I think we lost like 200 square foot today. So it's not a poor site, but it's certainly challenging. It's a very, very competitive area. Great location, still makes money, but yeah, it's the occupancy has gone down. And so when that happens, obviously you're like, that again. But then when you look at Willoughby, then I'm happy, because Willoughby's good. And so collectively, the sites are over 500 square foot up. So this is why I just think that when you've got one site, like Beverley's had a really poor summer. It's starting to come back now. But if I only had one site during the Beverley's shitty period, I'd be like, oh my God, this is terrible. And your emotions will probably get the better of you, and you'll make decisions that you wouldn't normally make. Because with Clough Road now, I can just take a step back and think, okay, don't panic. It's not a massive deal. Yes, it's not great, but ultimately, it's a good site. Ultimately, everything else is working well. So we don't have to panic. We can take a step back and we can just look at things from a higher level rather than a knee-jerk reaction. Excuse me. So this next week is still not good. 1 move-in due, 50 square foot. 3 move-outs due for 370 square foot. So yeah, really not good there. We might have to look at prices at Clough Road at the minute, because something's occurring. Right, Beverley, 15 quotes. Reservations were 4. Move-ins were 4. Every single site has had the same amount of reservations and same amount of move-ins. That's a 27% conversion on both of them. 530 square foot moved in, 0 square foot moved out. So we've got occupied rooms, external units is 76. We're 81% full as well at the minute. The average insurance was £9,000, by the way, per moving. We aim for £6,000, but the average insurance was £9,000, so that's good. Number of move-ins next week, 240. Move-outs due, 0. So it looks like we might get to that 85% mark occupancy this week. Beverley's a very small site. Wrexham, yeah, not a lot happens at Wrexham. Not a lot of move-ins, not a lot of move-outs. We are going to expand Wrexham as well, just an extra 1,000 square foot, and just try to maximise the potential. Which, by the way, when we first took over, this is going to be my course. By the way, we're going to do a section. There's going to be a module about what we did at Wrexham. How did we double the revenue? How did we 14 times the profit as well at Wrexham? Which is good. It's more. I think it's more than 14 times, which is nice. Anyway, I'm out of quotes. And by the way, the course goes live in 2 weeks today, I think, or 2 weeks tomorrow. Out of quotes, 14. 1 reservation, so that's a conversion rate of 7%. Lovely jubbly. Nobody moved in, but we did have somebody take an extra container, which is 160 square foot. We had 170 square foot moved out, so we lost 10 square foot. No insurance sold this week because they already had insurance on that unit. Amount of move-ins due next week is 125. Amount of move-outs due is 50. Mansfield, the gift that keeps on giving. Amount of quotes, 26 quotes. Number of reservations, 6. So not brilliant on the reservation front, but it normally is. So we'll give you a pass, Mansfield. 23%. We had 5 move-ins. So that's a conversion rate of 19%. Again, not great, but Mansfield will give you a pass. 635 moved in, 225 moved out. At Mansfield, I want a little bit more to move in, really. About 750 per week would be good. So we netted 410 square foot there, which is nice. We've got 161 rooms occupied, 1 container moved in. So we've got 23 containers rented out there. I don't know how many we've got, to be honest. I think it's 26. So we just got another 4. I'm sure it's 26. Car parking spaces, we've got 15 rented out. Store occupancy is 69.49%. That is incredible. We've got another phase to do for the shop fit internally as well. We can add more containers. So I reckon in my newsletter, I wrote about Mansfield saying that when it's mature, we'll take 700 grand a year. We won't. We'll take more than that. It could possibly take £1 million a year at Mansfield. It's got the potential. So that is wicked. And it's a manless frigging site taking £1 million. I bet, this is going to be a bold bet. Real bold, Dean. I bet there's not a manless site in the UK taking £1 million. Let's see if we can be the first manless site to take £1 million at Mansfield. That would be terrific. It'd be really good. So yeah, Mansfield is doing really, really well. I love that site. And great thing is, I don't mind talking. People always say to me, "Why do you talk about and give all your numbers away?" Which is a very good question, because it does bite me in my bum sometimes. But also, I do get preferential treatment from people buying containers, rates for loans and stuff, and so it does help sometimes. And also buying businesses because the people who I make offers for their storage, they hopefully know me, like me, and trust me, and so therefore I get. They don't know the other side, so hopefully I'm better to. I don't know. Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. But equally, I don't mind to, because sometimes I know that I can't get out positioned, so I can't get out positioned in Mansfield. So it doesn't matter if somebody else opens in Mansfield, because I can't get out positioned, because we are opposite Tesco's on the main road, and it's just a great site. So yeah, I like A1 locations. And by the way, if you want to sell your self-storage for a fair price, an awesome price, a good price, definitely, I think the main thing is fair. I think everyone's got to be fair with each other. Then hit me up, deanbooty@icloud.com, and say, I want to sell. That'd be great to talk to you. Amount of insurance, we saw £38,000 of insurance. That's an average of 7,600. Mansfield could potentially lose square foot this next week. 360 square foot due to move in, 525 square foot to move out. Oh my goodness. Glasgow, we have finally got signs up, which is unbelievable. Way. Amount of quotes, 15. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's like I was talking to Mark Prince. I was saying, the problem is, Mark, I always have something more important to do, because Glasgow, it's an outside site, don't cost a lot of money. I was meaning to get the signs done, and I didn't get the signs done, and so it's one of those where I should have done it, but I didn't, and stupid really. But there was always something more urgent to do, more pressing. But now obviously Mark's on board. Mark can sort all this out for me. 2 new sites coming up, and Mark's going to take the rein on it to make sure that I don't screw up anymore. I don't open 2 months and then put signs up. So yeah, be good. Right, so 320 square foot moved in this week at Glasgow. Have I said that? Right, no, let's say that again. 15 quotes, 2 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 13%. That is really low, but I'm expecting a good week for Glasgow. I'm expecting 5 reservations this week. 1 move-in. But then somebody else took an extra unit by the look of this. So we moved in 320 square foot last week. We moved out 0, so that's good. We've got 16 containers rented out. Yay! We're 34% occupied for phase 1. We took £10,000 insurance this week. We've got 2 move-outs due at Glasgow this week, so that's not good. With no move-ins due. There we go again. Right, Google Analytics. We had 599 website visitors. How many quotes did we get? take away Beverly. Let's just see if this works out. I haven't got my phone. I haven't got my phone, so I do. I'm sat on it. What a donut. It's like, where's my phone? I normally have my phone with me. And there we go. It is. I'm sat on it. Which, what a wally. Right. So let's have a look. What we do is I'll get to, right. So we got how many quotes in total? 132 quotes. Take away 15. Oh, no, sorry. Website visitors. So take 132, take away 15. That's 117. And we had 600 visitors. So what I always say, it's a great little funnel, it's keep things simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. 600 website visitors. 20% of those should get a quote. So that's 120 should get a quote. So 60, yeah, 120. I got 117 got a quote. So near as damn it, which is good. And then you should reserve 25% of those. So 120. So I should have done times by 25%. I should have done 30 reservations last week, and we was just behind. So on them back of a napkin maths, we was below par. We did 20. We did 24 actually, because I'm not including Beverly, because Beverly's a different website. So it's 24. So yeah, we're 6 away. But last week we did 38 reservations. So yeah, it works out over a long period of time. So the conversion, by the way, of the website, we always wanted to hit a 5% conversion. It's a 4% conversion this week. Last week was 6, this week is 4. So over the 2 weeks, we're hitting 5% on average. Right, that is ding dang doodaloo. Right, that's it. I'm going. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another awesome episode. All right, see you soon. Bye.